The Florida States, yeah. I don't know. No, I don't think you need to zoom much here anyway, so we're pretty close. So don't zoom too much.
It doesn't pop on the broadcast though.
No, I know, but it messes you up when you're trying to follow the puck. I think it does.
I'm okay with that. I can do it. It's fine. I'm used to it now.
I thought I had that fixed, but I guess I didn't. Is it okay?
Mm-hmm.
Should be good. Is that dead? Or yeah? You need to way forward? Are you okay there?
Head though. Your head.
Huh?
You're just gonna have to stand by. Yeah. Like that.
Alright, so when it's down on this end, I gotta do that. I can do that. I don't even need a reason. There we go. Getting low. No, my, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Solu Broadcasting Network. We are live from the Conway Arena in beautiful New Hampshire. I don't know what town we're in. Is it Conway, New Hampshire? I don't know. Either way, we're in beautiful New Hampshire. What a foliage-riddled or foliage-full drive on the way up here. Absolutely gorgeous. So thank you so much for joining us. Another tilt, another affair here today for the Shoreline Sharks as they're on the road in New Hampshire taking on the Wildcats. I believe it's the New England Wildcats. It is the New England Wildcats. I am your host, Scotty Bonner, along here with my camera lady, producer, director, and bride, the lovely and talented Miss Michelle behind the lens here today. And we are about ready to go. The ladies are on the ice for their warm-ups. Wildcats wearing their gray sweaters with Wildcats right across the chest, right across the midsection there. I really like that. Looks sharp. Red numbers, red lettering, white stripes, red shorts with white stripes, and red socks with white stripes to go with the great sweaters. And we'll see who's getting the start. In between the pipes for the Wildcats, it's going to be Leiden, number 29, going through the warm-ups there with the other goalkeeper. I can't see her number. We'll find out who that is as soon as we can. And down at the other end, the Shoreline Sharks wearing their black sweaters with the green shoulders and white trim, green numbers with white trim, green nameplate across the bottom below the number with white trim, black shorts, black socks with white stripes. And we'll see who gets the start in between the pipes here today. If it's going to be Kira Sweeney wearing number 33, Benoit Hogue's old number, or if it's going to be number 96, that's Eden Miller getting the start here today. You see the Sharks going through their warm-ups here today. We play 16-minute stanzas here in the girls' U16 division. Icing and offsides are in effect. There is delayed offsides, thank the maker. If you're shorthanded and you ice the puck, it is not icing. Penalties are for 90 seconds should there be any infractions. Excuse me. And if the game is tied at the end of regulation, there is no sudden death or sudden life overtime. Each team gets a point, and you head back home to Connecticut. You get what you get, and you don't get upset. I'm trying to think of any other rules. The ladies are not allowed to check because they're not boys, which is, well, you know how I feel about that. And the rest is, as they say, pretty much just identical to hockey as we're all used to and love and very excited about. All right, so you see the Sharks going through their warm-ups here. Hopefully you're limbering up at home, getting yourself ready to go. You don't want to pull a muscle here. This is a big one. So now you're putting Drake May and the Patriots on your small screen on your tablet, and you got the Sharks and the Wildcats going on your big screen, of course, with the surround sound, getting the respect that this affair absolutely deserves. So I want to thank you so much for joining us. Pour that sarsaparilla up high, ladies and gentlemen, and get ready to go. Put the horsey sauce onto the sandwich. The final touches of maybe a little oil and vinegar, maybe some salt and pepper, whatever you like. Just make sure the sandwich has got extra cheese, extra meat, and definitely extra horsey sauce. And because we like things to be spicy here for the Sharks. So thank you so much for joining us. Warm-ups coming to a conclusion here. We are about ready to get underway here. The Sharks and the Wildcats getting ready to do battle for your entertainment purposes at home and all around this great Frisbee we call Earth. You see the officials there. Had a good chance to talk with both of them before the game. I let them know that there's a cheeseburger in it for each of them if things turn out the Sharks' way. And ladies and gentlemen, Michelle and I more than willing to throw bacon on top of that burger if that's what's going to take for us to take 2 points back home to Connecticut. All right, the Sharks going through their pregame ritual. The Wildcats going through theirs. They'll head over to their bench, respective benches, for some last-minute instructions. Coach Bartow laser focused as always. Standing tall, shoulders back, head up, chest out, mentally alert at all times. Officer material, that man is. And we see the Wildcats finishing up their pregame warm-ups, and we are about ready to go here. No music here at the arena. That's a terrible job. Well, what are you going to do? Last night the DJ was on time, as the kids would say. We were all cutting a rug up in the stands having a great time, so thank you very much to the DJ, Miss Megan, doing a great job. Wish she was in the booth here right now, I can tell you that, but what are you going to do? Well, these things happen, ladies and gentlemen, I guess. However, there are ways, you know, to get around that. Let's see what we can do. Oh, there we go. They won't play music, we will. All right, let's go. Teams have broken their huddles. Organizations ready to go. Trotta getting the start on left wing. Montalbano and Milne on defense. Bartow at center with Denola on the right wing. And it's going to be Sweetie getting the start in between the pipes. That's sent in by the Sharks on goal. Steered aside by the goalkeeper for the Wildcats. It is number 29 in your scorecard. That's Leiden. Wildcats trying to get the puck out. Sharks do a nice job keeping him in, but only temporarily as it comes out to center ice for Anna Milne. The birthday girl. Happy birthday, Anna. 15 years old today, number 51 in your scorecard. Just an outstanding young lady, nice family. So happy birthday, sweetie. You see you there. Number 51. Nothing better than playing hockey on your birthday. How about that? There she is. So happy birthday, young lady. Big fan of that defenseman, I'll tell you what. Face-off won by Bartow. We call that Tuesday. There's Milne now letting the shot go. Deflected down out of midair there by Denola. Tremendous hand-eye coordination. Gotta like that. Ends up being the second shot on goal for the Sharks. There's Milne now. Milne up the boards for Trotta. Trotta digging, trying to get around Harrington. Wonder if she's related to Steve the Hare Harrington. Season 5 coming out for Stranger Things in just a couple of weeks, but each episode's like an hour and a half long. I don't know if I'm ready for that commitment. And then they're breaking it up into 3 parts, like a month or 6 weeks in between each of the parts. I really don't like Netflix playing these games. They did it with the Karate Kid or whatever the show was called, which I loved. And then the final season they broke it up, and I just lost my jive, lost my interest. I never got back to the second part of it. I mean, I blame myself. It's no one's fault, but just put either all 8 out, at the same time, or put them out weekly, like HBO does with The Peacemaker. Here comes Bonner, catching everyone in a player change. Bonner with room. Bonner lets the shot go. Waffle save. Bonner behind the net. Bonner over for Michelizzi. Michelizzi will get to it there. Sid Michelizzi wheeling and dealing. Tried to get it back to Bonner. That one bouncing around. Boy, Bonner picked up the puck, and there was no Wildcats on the ice. She looked up, and she's like, whoa, I'm headed up the ice. I'm going north and south with this one. Sent in now, Munoz and Bonner on defense. Michelizzi out there with Grimes. And I believe it is Regina. It is. O'Toole kept the puck in. Nice job by Regina to get a piece of it. Here's O'Toole now. Looking to go behind the net there. Michelizzi will chase. Left it for Munoz. That shot goes off a stick, and Bonner on it quickly there. Bonner off the glass. Kept in at the blue line there by Dexter. On it now is Gabriela Munoz. Munoz up ahead now. And Patton. Patton will send it up if Michelizzi could get to it. Could have been a 2-on-1 there, but couldn't connect. And now it's the Sharks with a late player change there. Getting off the bench late was Milne, letting the shot go. Sweeney to save, a little bit of trouble with it. And Sweeney coming off of a line to cover up, and there'll be no further play. 12:35 left to go here in the opening stanza. Yep. Listen, if the DJ won't do the job, we'll do it here. There we go. All right. Ref ready to drop the puck. He drops. You got to have music at a hockey game later. I mean, I know I say it whenever there's none, but it really boils my stew when they don't have music at a hockey game. That one sent ahead off the stick of the Sharks as they get to it now. Good second effort there as they gain the blue line, sending it in. Into the corner it goes. Christina Spaniotis in on the forecheck, wearing Michael Bossi's old number 22. That one sent all the way down. Does it have enough on it for icing? I don't think so. Neither does the goalkeeper, Sweeney. Sweeney let it go right up the gut there. That was knocked down by Grote. Into the corner it goes now. Chased down there, Tasso. Tasso wearing the great Pele's old number 10. You might say Pavel Bore before he switched to 96. I never liked Bore in 96. I always liked him in 10 better. I don't know why he switched his number. Speaking of 10, there's Olivia Albino, also wearing Pele's number 10. The greatest soccer player to ever walk the planet, ladies and gentlemen. And Messi and Ronaldo, don't get me wrong, they're no slouches, but Pele's Pele. Taken away, and here comes Albino now. Albino back the other way with speed. Sending it in wide of the goalkeeper, Lyon. And the Sharks will complete a player change as the Wildcats look to break it out now. That's Wilkinson. Wilkinson lost the handle on it there. Under duress is Grimes in the neighborhood. Wilkinson on the backhand on the first effort. Bonner got a piece of it for Bartow. Here's Bartow now. Bartow sending it behind the net, giving chase to Nola in the area. Bartow got the skate on it. Danola side of the net, jabbing at it. Danola sent down on her bum. Here's Bartow now. Back from Munoz. Munoz lets the quick shot go, deflected on the way, and rebound! Danola trying to get to it, was tied up. Nice job of tying Danola up in front of the net, and it comes away to center where Munoz will track. Munoz. That went off a Wildcat. Looked like there were too many kitties in the litter box there for a moment, but they got away with it. Here's Bonner now. Bonner up quickly for Trotter, off the stick of Trotter and all the way down. Sent all the way down. Wildcats on it there. 10:45 to go here. A scoreless opening stanza. Good pace to the affair. Wildcats trying to come out to center. Nice job by Munoz there, sticking out the leg to get the puck. That one sent in. That should be for icing. We'll see. The rest arm is in the air. Icing happen when the puck go down. Bang, before the other guy. My arm come go up. Play stop, and then it start up all over again. 10:34 left to go here in the opening stanza. 0-0 is the score. A fantastic opportunity for everybody at home and everybody here in the arena to throw in $5 a man on the first goal. No point in watching youth hockey if you don't have money on it. Face-off one cleanly from Munoz. Letting the shot go, steered aside by Lyon. Linden, excuse me, not Lyon, I apologize. Getting my big cats mixed up again. Here's Bonner. Got a chunk of it. Trotta will follow through and get it behind the net. That one ends up in the corner now on the stick of Trotta. Trotta with the puck, turning back. Bonner pinching in to help out. Bonner seals off the wall, digging, mucking, doing some homework, coming away with it. Here's a chance now for the Sharks in front. Tied up in front was Danola. And away come the Wildcats now back the other way. Bartow covering back for Bonner. Bonner gets back into the corner. It goes now. Bartow on it there. That one sent off the side of that. Sweeney says, get that out of here. She does her best to Kembe Mutombo. No, not today. Interpretation in the corner. Quickly on it now. The Wildcats behind the net trying to get it in front. Good stick there by Munoz. And away come the Sharks now. Back the other way through the neutral zone with speed. Serpentining over the logo onto the stick of Trotta. Trotta will send it in on net. The rebound. Bartow came crashing to the cooker. And it jostled just wide. Wildcats on it there. Regina got the puck down for Bartow. Bartow looking to cut back in front. Had Regina cutting to the cooker just out of the reach. Trotta will get to it there. That one sent to the blue line. Kept in nicely there by Montalbano, who will send it behind the net now. And here's Bartow. Caroline Bartow. Puck just wouldn't slow down for her. Just rolled away from her there with 9:12 left to go as the Sharks complete the player change. They're digging, they're mucking, they're doing their homework. That one came back to the point. Quick shot, big stop by Leiter right back to, who's that, Milne? Milne letting the shot go, and now the whistle sounds, and I'm not quite sure why. 9 minutes left to go. No, the net's not off its moorings. The goaltender didn't have it, wasn't offsides, no penalty. Well, maybe the refs got nowhere to go today. Blew the whistle. 9 minutes exactly left to go here in a scoreless opening stanza. Here's Milne. Milne on the puck, got it down low. Wildcats get to it there. Picked up now by O'Toole. O'Toole with the puck. Off the boards as the Wildcats look to break it out. Michelizzi in the neighborhood to steal it off. Montalbano over to help out. Regina coming over there. A lot of Sharks in the area, but the Wildcats get it out to center. Good job by Regina to reach back and get a chunk of that, but here comes Grote. And he'll send it behind the net. Where Milne will get to it first. On a Milne will put the brakes on. She'll change direction. Change direction twice as she hounded there by Libby. Thank you very much, Miss Libby. And through the neutral zone now. Patton tried to connect on the cross-ice pass. That failed to do so, right on the stick of Milne, and she'll send it in. Sharks will go out for player changes. Michelizzi in on the rush. As the Sharks coming off the bench now, getting over the blue line. Kept in by Grimes, let it run to Munoz, so let the shot go just wide. On it there is Albino back for Bonner. Bonner didn't get a lot on it. Good recovery, though, through the neutral zone as Albino on the back check, sending it in. Here's Munoz now behind her own net. Munoz rounding the net like Bobby Orr. Coming out the other end with a head of steam right on the stick of Spaniotis. Spaniotis will send it in. 7:40 left to go as the puck ends up in the Wildcat corner. On it there is Chloe O'Toole. On around, Wildcats looking to break it out. They do get out to center ice, but there, Albino covering. We'll get to it and leave it for Bonner. Bonner behind her own net now. Bonner coming around on the forehand. Bonner off the boards for Spaniotis. Spaniotis on the backhand. Good thinking there by Spaniotis, but couldn't connect with Grimes and ends up going for an icing. 7:18 left to go here in the opening stanza. Still a scoreless affair. If you got the under in Vegas, you're smiling ear to ear. You got the over, you're questioning yourself. Face off deep in the Shark zone. No music being played here at the arena still. Hope the guy hears me in the booth and gets upset and embarrassed. Here's Rudd now. One's the face off. Big stop there. Sweeney got the flipper on that. And that is Rudd. Won the face off cleanly. Back the other way now. Bartow's got Trotta to the left. They crisscross. Bartow holding it up now for Trotta. Trotta on it there. Had Montalbano wide open next to her. Don't know if she saw her. Sent in by Milne. That goes behind the net where Danola will give chase. Danola digging. Trotta. Danola coming away with it. Danola run into behind the net. Leaned into there by Dixon. Dixon, excuse me. There's Dixon with it. Sending it up for number 20. That's Wilkinson. Wilkinson through the neutral zone. 3 Sharks back at the blue line. There's Bartow now. Trotta calling for it. Right on the stick of Trotta. Trotta will gain the red line and dump it in. Didn't get it deep, though, as the Wildcats get to it there. And they send it up right on the stick of Milne. Milne now catching everyone off guard. Milne dropping it for Trotta. Trotta letting the shot go. That one off a leg. Nice play there by Ballard to get in the way of the shot of Trotta. On it now, Milne. On the Milne. Chipping it up for Bartow. Caroline Bartow lost the handle on it. That's knocked down by Stevens. She'll send it across on the back check. And a nice job there by Montalbano to step up, take the puck, and dump it in. 6:05 left to go as the Sharks look to keep the puck in the zone. That's sent hard around. Regina in the neighborhood. Now Montalbano will keep it in. Montalbano got it down low. Off the boards it goes now. Wildcats on the backhand trying to get it out. They do get it out to center. And that's knocked aside by Montalbano. Quickly, Regina on sides, letting the shot go. Good hustle by the Sharks to get back on sides there. Along the boards now, they change direction. Does Kozlowski. That's sent around. Munoz right off the bench did a nice job to hustle and keep it in. Harrington trying to get it out. Munoz sealing the wall. Does come out to center. Sent back in. Pinballs around, and the Sharks are back on sides. On it quickly now, Kozlowski. Patton trying to get it back in. Regina hustling back on sides. Michelizzi was off. Now they're back on. And tracking it now is Harrington. Harrington trying to get the puck out. Comes to Munoz. Rolling puck, Munoz. A seeing eye, Canuckler bouncing towards the net. Michelizzi now behind the net. Michelizzi on the backhand. That one off the scapula of the goaltender. Nice job there to keep it in. I believe that was Patton. It was. Here's a chance now. Cutting it. A cooker was Regina. And couldn't get to it, and it's sent all the way down. A foot race now between Bonner and number 3, Dexter, as it's headed towards the goalkeeper. Bonner on it there. Bonner quickly off the boards. Right up to Regina. Regina touches it up ahead. And O'Toole will collect there at the blue line. Wildcats now number 27. That's Stevens. Stevens will send it in. Dexter will send it into the corner. Bonner on it there. Bonner will collect the puck over from Munoz. Munoz trying to move it there. Couldn't get it out along the boards. That ends up behind the net. Wildcats on it there. Trying to go misdirection there. That was actually a good thing he played. 2 Wildcats collide. An opportunity here for the Sharks if they hurry. Munoz with the puck trying to hurry it out. Now gets it out to center where it's knocked down there by Fields. Fields for O'Toole. O'Toole will slide it over. That's picked off now, and here comes Albino. Olivier Albino off the boards will send it in. Chasing it down now is Spaniotis. Spaniotis in the corner against O'Toole. Nice job by Spaniotis to tie up her lady. 4 minutes to go here in the opening stanza. The pace beginning to pick up nicely. That one picked off there and letting the shot go. I believe that was Montalbano. Bouncing puck, making its way to the goal. That was like an onside kick as it's picked up by Wilkinson. Wilkinson will send it right up the gut. Milne and Montalbano at the red line. Montalbano did a nice job to win that puck, but can't get it out. Here comes Tasso now. Tasso right up the gut. Stepping up is Milne, and here comes Anna now back the other way. Through the neutral zone with speed. She's got Spaniotis getting to the cooker. Milne at the goal line. Milne still with it. Milne turning back. Tried to get it to the blue line. Couldn't get it there on the first try. She had Trotter cutting in. Good rush there by Milne. Sent around. Montalbano back at the red line as she recovers the puck. Montalbano's got help on the right wing. Sees it on the stick of Spaniotis. On the stick there. I think it was Patton who will send it in. Quickly on it now. That's Tasso. Tasso up the boards. Turned aside now as the Sharks manage to keep the puck in. Bouncing puck. Sharks still got the puck in the zone. Now it comes out to center from Munoz. Munoz quickly will send it right back in. Under 3 minutes to go. That's what I like. Get the puck in deep. An aggressive forecheck now is what the Sharks need. That one comes out to center. Picked up now by Bartow. Bartow hounded there by Libby. Bartow will send it in. Knocked down by the Wildcats at their blue line. They'll send it all the way down. The Sharks touched it with a high stick. So if Bonner touches the puck here, it's going to be a high stick. Bonner allowing 8 to get to it as Merrick. Bonner didn't want the faceoff down in her own zone. They couldn't get it out. Now letting the shot go. Doesn't get out. And Munoz will pick it up there. Gabriela Munoz. Hard along the boards. That doesn't get out on the first attempt. Bodies collide. And picking it up now is Ella Dinola. Dinola wearing John Tonelli's old number 27. You might say Andrews Lee. That's sent behind the net now. Bonner will pick it up there behind the goalkeeper. Bonner right up the gut, right on the stick of Caroline Bartow. Bartow on the backhand will send it out. Had Dinola there, but a little bit out of the reach. That was good thinking. You can see she saw Dinola out of the corner of her eye. Good peripheral vision there by Bartow. That one sent along the boards. Merrick kept in by Bonner. Bonner pours it down. Bonner wins the battle and sends it behind the net. Nice play there by Bonner to keep it in. Hard around now with 1:45 to go. The Wildcats get it to the blue line, but no further as Bartow was waiting. Now the Wildcats on it there, fanning on it on the first attempt as they're digging and mucking, doing their homework. Bartow got it loose over the stick of Montalbano. Montalbano will just turn and fire it back in, and the Sharks will get back on sides with 90 seconds left to go. That one over for Merrick. Bonner right on top of Merrick. She'll send it right back in. Behind the net it goes now. Tasso. Tasso hard around for the Wildcats. Off the stick of Montalbano, and she'll recover at center ice and settle things down. Quickly now, here comes Bartow turning with it. Bartow tried to cut to the outside. Good poke check there and sent all the way down. I think it's going to go for icing. Oh, icing is the call there. A good defensive play to take the puck away, but then the icing, well, not what the Wildcats were looking for, one might say. Then one might say something else. Depends on what you think. All right, 1:08 left to go here. 0-0 is the score. Who's winning? The Bears. Michelizzi. That's center ice. Patton on left wing. Regina on right wing. Milne and Montalbano at the blue lines. Face off one back for Patton. Patton on the backhand from Milne. Patton takes a cross check from behind. Sells it. Oh boy, I'll tell you what. I didn't think the ref was going to call that. Then Patton looked up. She put her hand up, and the ref said, well, if you're putting your hand up, I'm going to put my hand up. And I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, that's how you get yourself a cheeseburger, Mr. Official. Yeah, I got my eye on you. You're in the circle of trust. Interference is the call. Oh, I thought it was cross-checking, but whatever. We'll take the power play. Well, power play now. Their first of the afternoon. Here for the Shoreline Sharks, coming off the 4-2 loss last night at the hands of the Mid-Fairfield Stars. So looking to salvage a win here this weekend on the road in beautiful New Hampshire. Live free or die state. Isn't this beautiful up here? I love it up here. Sliding across now, Montalbano. Back from Milne. Anna Milne at the blue line. Milne looking to send it down low. 45 seconds left to go. Letting the shot go. Leiden made the save on the wraparound attempt. Bartow couldn't get it there. Oh, excuse me. No, that was Denola. I apologize. Letting the shot go. That just missed. And now Bartow won it. Bartow looking at Milne. Thinking about it now. Back from Milne. Milne with the puck. Milne over from Montalbano. Montalbano straight away. She'll pull the trigger. Good hard low shot there. And this ends up in the corner there where Bartow will get to it. Bartow protecting the puck. Milne will send it down low. He got to it herself. At the side of the net now. We got Bartow cutting to the cooker. Hops over the stick and out to center. Just 10 seconds left to go here in the stanza. We'll see if the Sharks can muster one more opportunity. I don't think it's going to happen. And that's going to do it. The opening stanza. The Sharks will start the period on a 30-second power play. So your score at the end of one, the Shoreline Sharks 0, the Wildcats 0. We'll see you back here for the start of the second stanza. So open up that purple bag of Doritos. You know the second period is purple bag of Dorito period. And we'll see you back here in a few moments. 0-0 is the score. Refill that sarsaparilla. And if you need some extra horsey sauce, well, dang it, get up and go get it. Put it on the sandwich because you deserve it. 0-0. We'll see you back here in a few. No, my, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had a fantastic intermission. Ladies are back on the ice, and the Sharks' power play will continue for a half a minute. It was a very evenly played period. Maybe the Sharks had a couple of more opportunities than the Wildcats, but pretty much evenly played. 0-0 is the score still. I'm still waiting on that first goal. All right, Bartow leaning in to take the draw. Like I said, the Sharks still with 30 seconds on the power play, so they're going to want to get that puck in control and in the zone, but don't win the draw, so sent all the way down. No icing right now because the Wildcats still shorthanded for another 20 seconds. Milne collecting the puck, and quickly up. The Sharks break it out across for Denola. Denola down the right wing with speed. Ella Denola over the blue line at the dot, pulling the trigger. Line in the save. Nice stop there. Right line is picked up by Gilpatrick. Couldn't get it out. Milne will keep it in. That goes behind the net. Bartow chasing it there. Hard around Montalbano. Kept it in at the blue line. Will send it down low for Bartow. Bartow corralling off the boards. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Letting the shot go. Deflected in front. Denola sent flying there. As 21, Dixon got Denola out of the way. That's the way you're supposed to play defense. Nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. 14:21 left to go. Denola's fine. She's tough. Face off deep now in the Wildcat zone. Bartow back for Denola. Over for Milne. Now for Montalbano. That doesn't collect. Milne retreating quickly, getting a piece of it, but coming away Tasso. Tasso's got a 2-on-1 down low. On the backhand, a little too hot to handle, a little too cold to hold as it went right through the crease. Into the corner it goes now. Wildcats on it there. 14 minutes left to go here. A scoreless second stanza. Sharks on it there, looking to break it out all the way down. That's going to go for icing. So icing is the call with just under 14 minutes left to go here in the second period. The clock is still running. 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 The clock is still running. Clock is ticking, and the clock is stopped. So 14:39 left to go. Lost about 6 or 7 seconds there. That's all right. I know the treasurer of the Sharks. We will demand a refund. We'll do the math, and actually they could just put it into the bus fund for next year. On and now, Michelizzi. Michelizzi couldn't get it out on the first ever. That one sent down low, and Bonner doing battle there against number 9. That is Libby. Michelizzi on the backhand, couldn't get it out. Kept in by Tasso. That comes loose now, and here comes Bonner with room. Bonner down the left wing. Bonner over the red line, over the blue line. Bonner to the outside. Bonner protecting the puck, centering it across. Had Regina cutting to the cooker. And a nice job on the back check to break it up. Back the other way now. Here comes Libby. Libby looking to get to the outside. Did get there. Trying to get it back out in front. Picked up by Munoz. Along the boards now, here's Patton. Patton will send it back behind the net. Where Munoz will retrieve. Munoz back for Patton. Patton back to me. Good little touch there by Patton. That's a smart little play. Munoz will play it off into the corner. Sharks just got to settle things down here and take their time. Make sure the puck gets out first. On and now Regina. Regina cross ice for Michelizzi. Off the boards. Picked up there by O'Toole. O'Toole looking to break it out. Bouncing puck now. And it comes away to center ice. A 3-on-1 at the hurry. Wilkson against Bonner. Wilkson got the step. Trying to get the shot away. Bonner catching it from behind there. Shades of Matthew Schaefer, if you will. Here's Dexter now letting the shot go. Steered aside there. Sweeney got the stick on that. Here's Munoz now. Off the boards. That didn't get out. Bouncing puck. Sweeney. Oh, Sharks would really like Sweeney to cover it there as the defense looking like they're mouth breathing out there a little bit right now. Looking like Clubber Lang. And as you well know, in the third round of the second fight versus Rocky Balboa. Sharks sloppy here in their own end with the puck. Not getting it out. A fourth opportunity doesn't get out. Oh, Sweeney's got to hold on to it. That's what we need. We need a whistle. Bonner chopping at it behind the net there. Wildcats get to it. Looking to get it. They got a lady cutting right up the cooker, letting the shot go. That just missed. Sharks in all kinds of trouble here as they can't change the benches far away. Wildcats would do well to get some fresh paws on the ice, but they haven't done so. Well, if I'm the Wildcats coach, I'm getting fresh legs out there right now. Sharks are in all sorts of trouble here. They got to weather the storm. Icing is not a bad play. Then they get it out to center. Grimes can't handle the pass, goes off the stick. And bouncing puck, Regina on it there. She'll send it in. Now the Sharks will hustle to the bench. Well, they got away with one there. Sharks, a couple of opportunities to get the puck out, didn't do so. And weathered the storm there. A couple of nice stops by Sweeney. On it now is Milne. Milne quickly up. On the stick of Grimes. Grimes will turn with it. Got Albino getting to the cooker. Grimes will let the shot go. Steered aside by the goalkeeper, Albino. Doing battle in the corner, looking to kick it loose. 11 minutes left to go here in the second stanza. Still a scoreless affair. Grimes trying to get it back to the blue line. She's met there by a couple of Cats as they're digging and mucking. Puck comes loose now for the Wildcats. Montalbano lost it in her feet there for a moment as Albino lost the stick. And the Sharks just not taking care of the puck in their own end here in the second period. They were much sharper in the first stanza. And we'll see if Anna can change that. Milne up the boards, doesn't connect. Sharks look a little bit out of sync here right now. Oh, that's all right. These things happen. They'll find their groove. Much like Austin Powers in the second film when he lost his mojo. Had to go back in time and recover it. We'll see if the Sharks can get a DeLorean, travel 88 miles an hour and fix this problem. Well, not just yet, as Montalbano turns the puck over. All right, now the puck being coughed up here very contagiously by the Sharks. On around now, Danola. Danola, good play back to Milne. That's a smart play. Just take what they give you. Right up the gut for Bartow. Here comes Bartow now. Bartow's got Danola. Right on the stick of Danola. Danola recovers the puck down the right wing. Danola letting the shot go. That might have been a pass as Trotta got to it there. Back behind the net now, Bartow. Bartow at the goal line. Got it out in front. Couldn't connect. Stepping up. Milne will let the shot go. Deflected by Danola into the corner. On it there is Ballard. Ballard, nice job to win that puck, but Bartow quickly on it. Bartow recovers. Bartow protecting the puck. And will send it behind the net for Danola. Danola still with it, rolling puck. Wouldn't settle down for us. He tried to get it back in front. Milne, nice job to keep it in, but only temporarily. Chopped out now. Kozlowski with it. Kozlowski trying to go against Milne. Couldn't do so. Sent in by Milne. No icing there. Was deflected on the way in. 9:15 to go in the second stanza. Sharks in a player change. Kozlowski tried to get it up. But Munoz intercepted that pass. Now here come the Wildcats through to the neutral zone with speed. Over the blue line, 1-on-3. Great job of back checking there by Trotta. Lifting the stick on the back check. Oh, that pleases the broadcaster. Sent in now with under 9 minutes to go. Here is Munoz. Munoz behind her own net. Munoz up the boards. Trotta will move it along now for Bartow. Bartow will get it out to center. There the Wildcats will recover. Regina right on the forecheck. That one sent up the neutral zone. Deflected, so no icing. Bonner first on it. Bonner behind her own net. Bonner with it. Bonner under duress. Hard off the boards for Bartow. Didn't get out on the first effort. Bonner gets a chunk of it, but doesn't get out on the second effort. Now the shot. That just missed wide on Sweeney. Regina on it there. Regina got it out. Enough out to center. Albino was spilled for her effort. Bartow, not Albino. I apologize. Here's Bonner now behind her own net. Bonner. And it came right back to her. Here comes Bonner now up ahead for Regina. Regina had Michelizzi up ahead. Got it to Michelizzi on sides. Here's Regina now. Regina down the right wing. Lost the handle on it as Gilpatrick puts the brakes on behind her own net. Now for Tasso. Tasso under duress as they send it out to center ice. That one off the boards dangerously. Now chance for the Wildcats. They pull the trigger. That just missed. That one sent away to center ice. On it there is Munoz. Munoz with the puck up from Michelizzi. Michelizzi's got Patton. Over the blue line. Michelizzi with room. Michelizzi pulls the trigger. Waffle save. And it may have went off the side of the net. Michelizzi doing battle in the corner there against Dixon. Dixon and Michelizzi exchanging pleasantries in the corner. Perhaps the game getting a little bit heated right now. That would please the broadcaster. The game could use a little bit of bad blood, in my opinion. 7.5 minutes left to go here in the second stanza. Still a scoreless affair. And the face-off going to be deep in the Wildcat zone. We got a goaltending change here as Miller replaces Sweeney. So Sweeney cannot get the win or the loss here today as she leaves with the score being 0-0. Milne with the shot steered aside by Leiden. Albino in the corner now, doing battle there against Fields. And the Wildcats look to break it out to center ice. Lost the handle on it there for a moment. Picked up there by Montalbano. Montalbano will send it up to Grimes. Milne lost the handle on it. Ooh, almost a 4-on-1 there for the Wildcats. Good back check there, but the Sharks prevented that. Now the Wildcats will send it in. Montalbano will get to it there. Montalbano hard around for Albino. Albino with under 7 minutes to go. Oh, that just failed to click off the back of the skate of Spaniotis. Wilkinson will let the shot go. Saved by Miller as she gets the flipper on it. Her first save of the affair. That goes behind the net. Wildcats looking for the wraparound. Couldn't connect. Back to the blue line. Winding, shooting. A big stop there by Miller. And there'll be no further play. 6.5 left to go here. In the second stanza, still a scoreless affair. Still a good opportunity for everybody here to throw in $5 a man on the first goal. Then you can head over to the concession stand and buy everybody popcorn if you win. And back the other way now. Here come the Sharks. Trying to get to it there was Albino. Albino couldn't connect through center ice. Albino poke checks it away. Albino down the right wing. At the dot, letting the shot go. He crawls to the keeper, Leiden. And there'll be no further play. 6:22 left to go here. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, if you will. Patriots in Tennessee down 3-0. Patriots were given 7 points on the road. That upset me. Anytime a team's giving 6.5 or more on the road in the NFL, the home team covers 85% of the time. So I never like to see the Patriots as the road favorite by more than 6.5. And they were today, and now they're down 3-0. Well, if you got the Titans, now you're up 10-0. Here come the Wildcats. Lost the puck at center ice. That's got to be offsides. It is. Bonner looking to play it out. Delayed offsides. Offsides is the call. 6:04 left to go here in the second stanza. Still a scoreless affair here between the Sharks and the Wildcats. I hope you're enjoying this one at home half as much as we're enjoying the privilege of being here today. Face off one. Munoz will step up and get it over right back now for Bartow. Bartow lost the handle on it there for a moment. Danola quickly back for Munoz. Munoz up for Danola. That doesn't connect. Munoz recovering. Danola recovering now. Ends up on the stick of the goalkeeper, Miller, who pushes it into the corner, and Bonner on the backhand. On and now Bartow. Bartow couldn't get it out. Again, Sharks having trouble coming out of their own zone. There's a good hard pass. And tripping is going to be the call there as Trotta harnessed her inner triple Lindy there and performed it beautifully. Thornton Mellon would be pleased. 5:33 left to go here. Tripping is the call to the power play. The Sharks shall go. Still a scoreless affair here. Face off deep in the Wildcat zone. Face off won by the Wildcats. On and now is Trotta. Trotta back to Milne. Milne pulling the trigger, doesn't get through. That's knocked down and sent all the way down. 1:20 left to go in the lady advantage. 5:20 left to go here in the second stanza. Montalbano putting the brakes on behind her own net. Montalbano hounded there. Nice job there by Ballard on the shorthanded effort. Now it's sent out. Good hard passing down the left wing. Here come the Sharks now. Denola getting to the cooker. Letting the shot go deflected off into the corner. Denola on it there. Denola protecting the puck. Denola tried to get it to Montalbano. Montalbano kept it in as it's batted around. Denola lays the lumber into a lady there, and that's going to be a penalty. Denola, she's going to be headed to the sin bin because she's not a boy. Girls cannot play hockey the way boys play hockey. If she's a boy, that's not a penalty. The ref gave the symbol for checking. Because she's a girl, it's a penalty. Absolute garbage. USA Hockey should be embarrassed of yourselves. Power play. No, excuse me. It's going to be 4-on-4 for 49 seconds, and then the Wildcats will have a power play. It's ridiculous. Why can't these girls check? Somebody, please tell me why these girls can't check. Makes me sick, puke, blah. Anyway, I digress. Why can't they play hockey like the boys? Every day, every night. This is why I should be king of hockey. Well, that's a touchy subject after yesterday, I suppose. Bouncing puck now back to the blue line. Letting the shot go, doesn't get through. Here's a chance now for Bartow. Lost a handle on it, and turning on it there is Libby. Libby up ahead. That's sent all the way down. Montalbano will give chase now as Dexter in the corner. Wildcats about to go on to the power play in 10 seconds. They'll have a power play for 44 seconds. That's pinching in now is O'Toole. O'Toole with speed. O'Toole behind the net. O'Toole with the wraparound. She scores. O'Toole got to the puck. And the Sharks got caught a little bit flat-footed there. The wraparound goal. And it was only 4-on-4, so it wasn't a power play. So the Wildcats will still maintain the power play in 2 seconds as that goal is even strength. So a plus for every Wildcat on the ice there is O'Toole with the wraparound goal. So 1-0 is the score with 4:05 left to go here in the second stanza. And Munoz over for Bonner. Here's Bonner now. Bonner will send it in all the way down. So a power play with 38 seconds remaining, 33 seconds, excuse me. Remaining on it now for the Wildcats. They lead it 1-0. Wildcats look to break it out. Michelizzi, nice job to get to it and send it back in. Wildcats on it there is Fields. Fields tried to get it out. First pass didn't connect initially, but then it did. Michelizzi with the steal. Here's Michelizzi now shorthanded. Michelizzi down the right wing. Michelizzi pulled down. And the Sharks will be going back to the power play in 10 seconds. So now it's going to be 4-on-4 for 10 seconds, and then the Sharks will have a power play for 1 minute and 20 seconds after that, if my math is correct, and like Tony Stark, it always is. So Michelizzi with the hustle play there, shorthanded, causing the trip, causing the power play, or causing the penalty, which will lead to the power play. All right, Michelizzi leaning in. Regina on right wing. It's a 4-on-4 for just a couple of more seconds. Denola will come out of the box, where she's still being punished for being a girl. That's sent all the way down, but that's icing. Icing is the call. That's a huge icing call there because the Sharks will be going to the power play in 2 seconds, so that's a big icing right there. Would have liked to see the clock and let it run a couple of seconds like they did before. We'd be right on the power play. Now, that's my fault. I didn't tell the guy on the clock that he gets a cheeseburger either, so I blame myself. Michelizzi, who drew the penalty moments ago. On the face-off, the Wildcats get to it and do get it out to center. It's sent all the way down, and now the Sharks are on the power play. Miller out to play it. We'll send it around, but Wildcats, the only ones in the corner to get to it. Munoz will put the brakes on. Munoz up for Patton. That ends up back on the stick of Gabby Munoz. Munoz up for Patton. Patton on the backhand. That's knocked aside. And now Bonner will get to it there. Bonner takes the body, and Regina takes the puck. Regina on the backhand up for Spaniotis. Up for Patton. Patton stepping to the outside, hounded there. Patton with the puck, lost the handle line, came back out to center ice where Bonner will send it over for Munoz. Munoz on it there. Munoz lost the handle on it, ended up on the stick of Michelizzi. Now the Wildcats on it there, and they'll send it all the way down. 33 seconds left to go on the lady advantage as Bonner will retrieve behind her own goal line. Bonner on it there. Bonner will put the brakes on, change direction. Over from Munoz, back to Bonner. Bonner with it. Bonner hard around now for Patton. Patton's got Michelizzi, chipped it up. Here comes Michelizzi now. Michelizzi a 3-on-2 with Regina and Patton letting the shot go. And that one covered up by the goalkeeper with 2:10 left to go. 10 seconds remaining on the power play for the Sharks. And face-off one, back to the blue line now, Milne. Milne will pull the trigger, deflected, rebound! Got pushed just wide. And the face-off win by Bartow led to a good opportunity, and now the Wildcats out of the sin bin, back to 5-on-5 hockey. That one sent all the way down, but deflected on the way down, so no icing. Wildcats leading it 1-0. Behind the net, in on the forecheck is Grimes. Trying to dig it loose with Spaniotis out there and Albino. That comes back from Milne. Milne will keep it in. Milne with the puck, got it down low. And sent hard around. And all the way down where Montalbano will give chase. Montalbano on it there. It's got Albino. Up for Spaniotis. Spaniotis. Move the puck now, Albino. Albino lost the handle on it. Came back to Montalbano. Montalbano with it. He'll chop it in. 1:20 left to go. Sharks have yet to get on the board here today. That one sent wide. On it now is Grimes. Grimes lost the handle on it. Took a big hit in the corner, and the Wildcats come away with it. Out they come now. Kozlowski will send it in. Montalbano will give chase with 1 minute left to go in the second period. On the backhand now, Spaniotis with it. Spaniotis couldn't get it out on the first try, and it's kept in where Milne will chase it down. Milne on it there, off the boards for Albino. Albino trying to get it out. Bouncing puck, kept in there by Ballard. And the Wildcats have got the Sharks hemmed in here, as they've done a couple of times in the second stanza. Wildcats get to the puck behind the net. Albino did a nice job covering her lady and getting it out to center ice. Tracked down there by Ballard. Ballard putting the brakes on, protecting the puck down the left wing. Ballard letting the shot go wide on the waffle side of Miller. And Milne trying to get it out there against Dexter. Dexter hounded there as now Danola came over, but the Wildcats managed to keep it in. Steered into the corner by Miller. Wildcats looking for one more opportunity with 10 seconds left to go. Bartow not allowing it to come back in front. Body spilled behind the net. Milne doing battle in front of the net with Dexter. That one sent out, and that's going to do it as the second stanza comes to a close. Your score at the end of 2, the Wildcats 1, the Sharks 0. We'll be right back with the third and final chapter of this unwritten story being unveiled right before your very eyes and ears here on the Solu Broadcasting Network. Get that bag of Funyuns ready to go. Refill that sarsaparilla. The third period coming up next. Wildcats 1, Sharks 0. See you in a few. No, mine. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had a fantastic intermission. I hope the sarsaparilla is more delicious than it's ever been before. I hope the roast beef sandwich is ready to go. The horsey sauce poured on high. And the ladies are back out on the ice, ready to go. 1-0 is the score. The Wildcats with the lead. Bartow, Trotta, and Danola, the forward unit out there for the Sharks. Montalbano and Milne at the blue line. Montalbano under duress there by Tasso. Montalbano trying to jar it loose at the blue line. Got it out to center. And that's sent back in by the Wildcats. Behind the net it goes now with Milne. We'll get to it first. On to Milne. Cutting to the inside where she saw a lot of room. Right on the stick of Danola. Danola over the red line. Danola over the blue line. Danola to the outside. Big hit there. Laying the lumber into a good defensive play there. I believe that was Fields. That's how you play defense. That's a good play there. And a great job by the ref allowing that to be played. And sent up now. And the Sharks can't get out of the zone. Trotta lost the handle on it. Turning on it, Danola. Danola up for Bartow. Bartow trying to cut back to the inside. Bartow kicks it to herself. Bartow trying to catch up to it. Couldn't do so. And comes away to center ice there. Munoz will step up. Got a big chunk of it. But the lady kept going. Good show of strength there by Libby. Picked up now Bartow. Bartow with the puck. Bartow serpentining her way through the neutral zone. Bartow still with it. Bartow still with it. Bartow looking like a hot knife through butter. Got it to Trotta, letting the shot go. That just missed. Here's Bartow again. Bartow finding energy. Trying to get it across to Trotta. That doesn't get there. Trotta reaching back. Got a chunk of it. Now Bonner on it. Bonner lost her footing, but managed to keep it in. Nice job by Bonner to stay with it there after she spilled. And now here come the Wildcats looking to break it out to center ice. Munoz stepping up to get a chunk of it. And they do get it out to center ice. On it there is Wilkinson. Wilkinson will send it behind the net. Bonner will give chase in the corner there against Merrick. Bonner got to it first. Merrick took the body. And puck support by the Wildcats as they get to it. Let the shot go. Miller to save. The rebound got kicked loose. That goes behind the net. And pulled down is Michelizzi. And yet again, Sid the Kid finding a way to get the Sharks on the power play. As Sid was pulled down behind the net with 13:09 left to go here in the third stanza. So back to the power play. The Sharks shall go, and a huge one here as they trail by one with just 13:09 left to go in the affair. A tremendous opportunity here for the Sharks to tie it. It all starts with the faceoff. Michelizzi out there with Patton, Regina, Munoz, and Bonner on the blue line. Michelizzi. Faceoff is a draw. We'll see who gets to it. Sharks got the extra skater, so they do get to it, letting the shot go. It ends up on the backhand of the goalkeeper and Leiden. I believe it's still Leiden. Ready to save. It is Leiden, yes. Michelizzi leaning in here. A big face-off now against number 16. That's Gilpatrick. Gilpatrick turning and winning it away from Michelizzi, but they can't get the puck out. Good job there by the Sharks to get to it. And that one hits the official. That's how you get a cheeseburger. That went off the shin of Munoz and kept in by Regina behind the net. Patton giving chase. Hard around now, Bonner. Bonner with room off the boards. Bonner walks in, lets the shot go. That was actually a pass for Regina. And Regina tried to chop it out of midair. Munoz with it. Munoz winding, shooting, didn't get a lot on it, but it makes its way down towards the goalkeeper. The backhand, Michelizzi stopped by Leiden, and then into the cooker there as Patton went in, or Michelizzi went in, I apologize, following the shot. And the Wildcats didn't take very well to somebody playing in their litter box, got her out of there. 1:04 left to go here on the power play. 12:43 left to go in the affair. New power play unit out there now for the Sharks. Bartow at center ice. Trotta on left wing, Danola on right wing. Milne and Montalbano at the blue line. Trotta got it back for Milne. Milne with the puck. Milne will send it hard around Trotta. Couldn't get around the official. Hard around Montalbano, jumping on it there. Montalbano on the puck. Sending it down for Danola. Back for Montalbano. Montalbano, a seeing eye Canuckler. Nice job to raise the foot up there and just kick it out of harm's way. It was a good play there by Ballard. In the corner it goes now. Fields tied up Milne. Got it up now for Bartow. Bartow over the blue line. Bartow across for Trotta. Trotta trying to get the shot away. That went off a leg. Milne on it there. Milne will change direction. Off the boards, but knocked down by the Wildcats as they got it back to Milne. Milne got it back to Bartow. Bartow on the backhand. Went right through the goal mounts. 15 seconds remaining on the lady advantage as the Wildcats will send it all the way down. Out to play it is Miller. Miller quickly for Montalbano. 5 seconds left on the power play. Montalbano up for Bartow. Bartow through the neutral zone. What a beautiful arena this Conway Arena, as I was saying. She went right over the logo. Really like it. This place is beautiful. Behind the net it goes now. We're back to 5-on-5, so the Sharks fail to capitalize on their third power play of the evening. Here's a chance now in front. Bartow was tied up nicely. Good tie up there by Stevens. That one sent all the way down, but no icing. Milne will give chase. 11:15 left to go here. Sharks down by 1. 1-0 is the score. Grimes couldn't get around her defense lady there as Grote won the puck away from Grimes. Montalbano-Rondez got Trotta wide. There's Trotta now. Trotta up ahead, just out of the reach of Bartow as she was cutting up the middle. And now turned over by the Wildcats. Bartow on it there. Bartow in the corner. Bartow still with it. Bartow tried to get in the middle. Now Bonner puts the brakes on. Bonner lets the shot go. That went off the leg of O'Toole. O'Toole found herself with the puck hard around. Munoz will pinch. Munoz, the puck hopped on Gibby. A nice job by Gibby to stay with it and keep that in. That puck bounced at the last second on her. Now the Wildcats with it. They'll send it hard around. Kozlowski against Bonner. Bonner stepping in. Bonner keeping the puck in. Bonner still with it. Bonner got it out in front. Still loose in front. Grimes trying to dig for it. And now the Wildcats come away with it. Albino covering the blue line. Couldn't keep it in. Sent back in the late offsides. Here come the Wildcats now. O'Toole. O'Toole will send it in. O'Toole giving chase. O'Toole behind the net. O'Toole with it. Circling. O'Toole still with it. O'Toole looking to pull the trigger. Poke checked away. And here come the Sharks now back the other way. They come a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Through the neutral zone, but nothing comes of it there. There's Kozlowski with the puck. Kozlowski lost the handle on it. Grimes, got a piece of it. That's sent all the way down, so that's going to go for icing. Icing is the call with just under 10 minutes left to go here in the affair. Almost said regulation, but there is no overtime. Well, 9:53 left to go here, ladies and gentlemen. And today's game brought to us by our very good friends at Paul Johnson Builder and General Contractor. Face-off leaning in now, Michelizzi. Ties up a lady, came loose in front, letting the shot go, was Patton, and that just missed. Back to the blue line, Milne. Milne will keep it in. Milne let the shot go. That goes wide. Regina tried to get it back to the blue line. It does end up at the blue line. Montalbano did a nice job to seal it in. Now it hops over to stick of Montalbano and all the way down. 9.5 minutes left to go here. It's getting late early for the Sharks. Milne putting the brakes on. Now assessing the situation, going over her options. Off the boards now, Regina. Regina trying to get the puck out, bounces back to Milne up ahead. That's knocked down. Michelizzi chops it ahead for Patton. Patton down the left wing, protecting the puck, gains the blue line, and will send it in. Patton finishing her check there. Was number 21. Patton a little bit banged up on the check. Came back loose in front. Patton back to her feet after shaking it off. Back the other way now. Here come the Wildcats. That's Wilkinson. Wilkinson stepping to the outside with speed. Wilkinson lowering the shoulder. Poke checked away at the last moment as Milne recovered. Good play there by Anna. Looked like she was beaten. Did a nice job to stay with it and make the last second poke check there to jostle it loose. Great job by the birthday girl. And now she's mixing it up. Milne. Oh, you can't give Milne a penalty. It's a birthday. That's highly illegal, Mr. Official. Chance in front. Big stop by Miller. The puck's still loose. And now a whistle. And Patton threw a right cross there while she was down. Perhaps a little bit of revenge from the hit earlier. And we all know revenge is a dish best served cold. Just ask Godzilla for what he did to King Kong, not once but twice in the South Sea of China. And of course later on in the film in Hong Kong, where he just had his way with the guy who should have never even had a shot at the title anyway. But Milne in the box now, 2 minutes. I think it was hooking or slashing. Not really sure. So a big power play here for the Wildcats. Bartow, Danola, Bonner, and Munoz out there. I like the emotion from the crowd here today. Chance in front. That one jostled loose. Bonner getting to it there. Bonner wins the puck and will send it all the way down. 1:20 left to go here on the power play for the Wildcats. Bartow shorthanded. Chasing Harrington around the net. Harrington sending it up. That is Grote. Grote through the neutral zone. Hounded there by Danola. Grote trying to go wide. Grote carrying the puck at the goal line off the skates of Bonner. Back for Harrington. Harrington poke checked out there at the blue line by Bonner. Now they get it down low. Lost the handle on him. Munoz tracking it there. Now Danola. Danola trying to get to it. Rolling puck. Danola did get to it, but the Wildcats seal off the wall. Munoz got to it, but couldn't get it out. A chance now. Walking in off the blue line, letting the shot go. Deflected, bouncing around. Bonner's got a lady tied up. Couldn't get the shot away. The Sharks get to it, but can't get it out. Kept it at the blue line, letting the shot go. And now Bonner on it behind the net. Bonner with an opportunity to get it out, and Bonner will fire it all the way down. 30 seconds left to go on the power play for the Wildcats. 7.5 to go in the affair. 1-0, the Wildcats lead it. Bartow, short-handed, behind the net. Bartow doing yeoman's work. Got it out in front. Here's a chance. Slid off the stick of Trotta, and there'll be no further play. 7:20 left to go here in the affair. 18 seconds on the power play for the for the Wildcats, I apologize. What an affair we've been privy to here in the beautiful state of New Hampshire. Bartow leaning in to take the draw. Wildcats win it. Wildcats look to break out of their own zone now. Here comes Stevens. Cross-ice pass. Montalbano stepping up there against Kozlowski. 5 seconds left to go here on the power play for the Wildcats. Stevens with room over the blue line, pulling the trigger. That went off the clavicle of the goalkeeper, Miller, and Bonner will steer it into the corner. But the Wildcats get to it there, but the power play is over. Trotta trying to get the puck out. Trotta's got help if she can move it out. Does get it out. Chasing it down now. Here comes Grimes. Grimes into the corner on it there. Grimes over the goal line, trying to get it to Bartow in front, couldn't connect. And now here come the Wildcats back the other way. Knocked down. Good job by Boyd. Trotta's had a very good defensive forward game. Here comes O'Toole. O'Toole stepping to the outside. O'Toole with it. O'Toole first wide by Milne. O'Toole behind the net. O'Toole still with it. O'Toole circumnavigating. Will drop it off into the corner. Good cycling play there. Now Dexter on it there. Hard around. 6:20 left to go. The clock, the biggest enemy the Sharks have in the building. Sent across now Grimes. Grimes at the red line, chipping it in. Bartow at the end of the shift. Bartow running on fumes, looking like Cougar, hoping Maverick will come by to help out. Here comes Bartow now, somehow finding the energy. Still with it, turning on it there. Couldn't get a lot on the shot. The Wildcats get to and send it out to center. And Bartow will retrieve there. Bartow turning, trying to catch the Wildcats in the player change. She's out of gas. Oh, great shift though by Carolina. She dumps it in. Under 6 minutes to go now in the affair. Center ice, the Wildcats coming away with it. Bonner stepping up there. That pleases the broadcaster. Here's Milne now. Milne lost their footing. No call, good no call. Chance in front. Poke checked away, and here come the Sharks now. Back the other way with speed. Through the neutral zone they come. It's Spaniotis. Spaniotis tried to go to the outside. That one's knocked down. Comes loose from Munoz. Munoz at center ice. Munoz has it knocked away. 5:23 to go. Here comes Albino. Albino will send it in hard around. Spaniotis in on the forecheck. 5:15 to go. Nice job there to turn away from Spaniotis to change direction, but waiting for another Sharks in the corner. That was Munoz. Trying to keep the puck in. Spaniotis in on the forecheck. Starks got to start taking chances. Bonner kept it in. Bonner along the boards. Bonner couldn't get it deep. Back now for Regina. Regina will send it in deep. Bonner looking like a prize fighter coming out for the 15th round, and the doc should have stopped it rounds ago, but she's back to her feet. Sending it down to Regina. Behind the net it goes now Dickinson. Dixon lost the puck now. Here's Patton. Patton behind the net. Patton tied up there by Gilpatrick. Gilpatrick digging. Over comes Spaniotis. That's knocked down. Regina read that one like a fine piece of literature. Regina fighting, digging, mucking, winning the puck. Got it behind the net now. Patton. Patton's got Spaniotis in front. Tried to get it to her. And off the stick and out the center. Bonner will give chase. A rolling puck with 4:20 left to go. Bonner against Millick. Bonner takes the body and takes the puck. Got it up to Patton. Patton lost the handle on it. Bonner pulled down from behind. Everybody flying all over the place. Regina trying to get a chance at it. Pulling the trigger there. Oh, the ref's going to call that one. Regina, hooking is going to be the call. Yep, hooking is the call. No, tripping, I apologize. Oh, that was absolute mayhem. Bodies everywhere. Finally, the ref said, I had enough of that. Put his arm in the air. There could have been a couple of calls there. I can't get mad at the official for that. Although I don't like penalties in a one-goal game with 4 minutes left. Andy Van Helleman, I assure you, is shaking his head somewhere. But I actually can't get on the official for that one. There was a couple he let go. And then Regina, I thought it was a hook, but he called a penalty. So short-handed on the Sharks with 5 minutes left to go. So a big opportunity here for the Wildcats to double the lead. Well, Sharks are dangerous short-handed, so... We'll see what happens here as it comes loose in front. Chopped aside. Now chipped ahead. A foot race now. Nicholizzi trying to get to it. Libby got to it first there as the puck was jostled loose. Libby with 3:45 to go. 1:05 left in the lady advantage. Here comes Libby with speed. Libby stepping to the outside. Got room. Libby on the backhand. Closing the wickets was Miller, and there'll be no further play. Oh, what a rush there as Cassidy Libby really got the Jets going and went end to end. And nearly put it between the wickets, but Miller, with the cat-like reflexes, made the stop there. 56 seconds left to go in the lady advantage here for the Wildcats. 3:35 left to go. in what has been an outstanding affair between these two organizations. And it's sent out to center. Patton's had a real good game. That's sent in by the Wildcats. Now on it there, and the Sharks will send it all the way down. Patton will go in on the forecheck, the netminder Leiden out to play it. 3:16 left to go because Stone Cold said so. Off the boards now for Dexter. Dexter will send it up through the neutral zone, step into the outside Stevens. Stevens will put the brakes on the backhand, but right on the stick of Montalbano up for Patton. Patton, the first try doesn't get, now gets it in there, and Bartow will give chase. Wholesale changes though, Bartow's all by herself, short-handed. Bartow trying to kill off time, but time is something unlike Mick Jagger that the Sharks don't have right now. 2:45 left to go, they trail by 1. Up ahead now, Bonner. Bonner will get to it first there. Bonner turning. Bonner with it. Bonner through the neutral zone. Bonner down the left wing. Bonner fighting through a check. Took the check, got the puck to Bartow. Bartow trying to knife her way through. O'Toole with it there. O'Toole looking to come right up the gut. Stepping up is Munoz to keep it in. Does keep it in. That one sent all the way down. It's going to go for icing. Might we see the coach call a timeout here? Sharks look a little bit weathered to me. Perhaps a good time. We'll see if Coach Bartow, he's not going to do it now. He's going to wait till they get to the faceoff circle if he's going to call it. 2:22 left to go. 1-0 is the score. A real pressure cooker overflowing here in New Hampshire today. Bartow, Trotta, Donola, Bonner, and Munoz. Face-off won by the Wildcats, but Munoz did a nice job to keep it in. That one off the buttocks of Bartow, something bit me. And the Wildcats get it out to center. Munoz will track it down with just over 2 minutes to go. Can't get it out on the first effort. Now Munoz tied up. Munoz trying to get a stick loose. Big stop, Miller, the rebound! Miller finds it there. And the Shark faithful on hand here, looking for a hooking call there. None coming. I'll tell you what, the ref just lost his cheeseburger, I'll tell you that. 2:05 left to go here in the affair. First things first, got to win the faceoff, got to get the puck out cleanly. Montalbano and Milne now out on defense for the Sharks. Bartow wins the draw. We'll keep an eye on the goalkeeper, letting the shot go. They score! The Wildcats won the draw, got to the puck and let the shot go. A huge goal there as they make it a 2-0 affair. With just 2 minutes left to go, they won the draw, got the shot away. And now the Sharks with a little bit of a steeper hill to climb here, down 2-0. With 2:01 left to go here in the third and final stanza. See if the Sharks can rally. Harrington will send it in. Harrington in the corner. Harrington behind the net, got it out in front. Bouncing puck, turning, wheeling, letting the shot go just wide. Montalbano on it in the corner. We'll keep an eye on the goalkeeper, Miller. We'll see if the Sharks pull it for the extra skater. As they're down 2-0 here. Desperation time, but the Wildcats are the ones applying the pressure. Sent ahead now, here's Bartow. Bartow lost the handle on it. That's knocked down at center ice by Trotter, 1.5 minutes to go. Keeping an eye on the goaltender. Doesn't look like she's being pulled here at any time soon. Here's Bartow now on it. Bartow with the move. Bartow walking out in front. Bartow pulls the trigger. Big stop by Leiden, and it'll be no further play. Oh, an opportunity there for the Sharks as Bartow won the puck off the boards, but Leiden did a nice job there to get low and make the save. 1:19 left to go here. Absolute desperation time here for the Sharks as they trail by 2. The goalkeeper Miller still in between the pipes. Face-off won by the Wildcats. The Wildcats have been winning the face-offs in the third period here today. Munoz, nice job to keep it in there. Michelizzi sending it down low. Spaniotis had Grimes in front, couldn't connect with her. Now the Wildcats, Bonner pinching. Bonner along the boards. Bonner will seal off the wall, digging, mucking Grimes over to help out, but the clock doing what clocks do to everybody with the exception of Tom Brady, ticking away. And now it's sent out and out of play with 50 seconds left to go here in the affair. The face-off going to come deep in the Wildcat zone. The goaltender still in between the pipes for the Sharks. Maybe goals against is some sort of tiebreaker or something I'm not aware of. Or affects the seeding, I don't know. Spaniotis leaning in to take the draw. And it's sent all the way down the center. A foot race now between Bonner and Grote. Bonner wins it to herself in the corner. Bonner finds the puck now. He's got help behind the net. Got it right on the stick. And away they come. Sharks out to center, a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Spaniotis over for Grimes, couldn't connect. Grimes in the corner, 30 seconds left to go, so barring a miracle, the Wildcats are going to get 2 points on home ice here today. Wildcats with it, and they send it out to center, knock down Bonner. Bonner waiting, the team to get back on size, they do. Bonner will let the shot go off the waffle. Bonner will recover at side of the net and send it behind the net, but only 10 seconds left in the affair, so a rough weekend for the Sharks here as they're going to go 0-2 for the first time all year. A 2-game losing streak for the Shoreline Sharks. Behind the net, got it out in front. There's the buzzer as the Wildcats will head down to their goalkeeper, Leiden. She gets the shutout here today. Well, that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. For my camera lady, producer, director, and bride, the lovely and talented Miss Michelle, I've been your host, Scotty Bonner. You've been watching Shoreline Sharks hockey on the Solu Broadcasting Network. Your final, once again, from the Conway Arena here in the great state of New Hampshire. The New England Wildcats 2, the Shoreline Sharks 0. All right, well, next week, I believe, is the state's tournament, so Sharks picking the wrong time of the year to go cold. Hopefully they can warm up during the week and get ready to go next weekend. Thank you so much for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody arrive home safely. Go Patriots. We'll see everybody soon again. Your final, once again, the Wildcats 2 and the Sharks 0. Good night, everybody.